Hey everybody. So I'm back at the shelter. We got quite a bit of rain, then we got a bunch of freezing rain, and we got a bunch of heavy wet snow. As you can see, it's weighted down quite a bit. I'll knock that off here in a while. But so I did stop. I grabbed a bunch of birch bark. I got a pocket full. Excuse me. On my way out here. I think today what we're going to do is I'm going to get a fire going probably pretty quick. I'm going to melt some snow, make some coffee, and then I've got a pork chop for my pig. I'm going to cook that up today. I did forget a fork, so I'm going to have to improvise and make one. I do have my knife though. And I think the main thing we're going to do is start building some form of a bench slash bed in here. I want to be up off the ground a little bit, and I want it to be probably about this wide, so about 3 feet wide or so. And then the wood stove's going to go right here, and I'm going to build this wall out about 2 or 3 feet. I'm going to come this way with it, and then probably back in this way. So there's going to be kind of a door right here, and this is going to be all enclosed. And then I can just run the stovepipe right here, and then I could put wood here or here or whatever on that side of it. But yeah, I figure right there, that'll give me, my beard's frozen. You see, I don't know if you can see that or not, but it's frozen. Anyways, so that'll give me a little bit more room. I'll be up off the ground, so that heat that radiates out the bottom will kind of come up underneath, and I'll be right in line with the little wood stove deal. So I'm gonna quick gather some firewood and clear the fire pit back out. I can, if you look at, yeah, full of snow and ice and everything else. Something come along and knocked over my little bacon cooker. So, but we'll be back here shortly. So here's something interesting. The ground is still thawed out. So, excuse me, apologize. Had I known that, I had to grab the shovel so I could dig this pit out a little bit more. So I kind of made one. There. I don't need a super gigantic pit because I'm not really, whew, yeah, It's New Year's Eve. I need to follow through with a certain resolution. Anyways, don't need it gigantic because I'm not using it for heat. I'm just using it to cook and melt snow so I can make some coffee. So there it is. I'm gonna, I got some wood right there. That should be more than enough. I'm gonna process it, get a fire going real quick. Okay, so there's the pit. I'm gonna pull out a little bit of this birch bark. It's a little bit damp feeling because of the ice that was on everything. So I'm gonna put that right there. Grab some of these smaller branches first. Really? Wow, I thought that'd light up a lot quicker. Wow. I can't believe that didn't stay burning. I have terrible luck out here. Okay, take two. I went and got some I think it's cedar or possibly juniper. Smaller, drier branches instead of that oak I had. We're gonna put that on here first. And then once we get this going pretty good, we'll put that oak on. There we go. Maybe. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. There we go. That should light. There. That should get going. We'll find out. Yeah, that's starting to get to be a good fire, huh? So we're gonna add a little bit more wood and get kind of a decent little coal bed going. I have to put a lot of wood on here because it's kind of iced over with that ice storm we had, and what a weird weather. It was in the 40s and now it's in 17 right now. Fahrenheit. In case I got any people watching from other countries. And this will be just fine to put a bunch of wood on here to get a really big fire going, because I'm just melting ice right now, or snow rather. So that's not going to affect anything if I just pile the wood up here, other than build a good cold bed for when I go to do the pork chop. That was a tough one. Okay, so other than not wanting like really nasty, dirty, gross snow, snow is snow. So we're just gonna scoop this in here off the roof, and we're gonna bring it to a boil. Now, had I had some melted snow, or sorry, if I had had water to begin with, this would go a lot better. I'm just gonna pack this in here as tight as I can. More snow, the more water the first go around. But anyways, you know, if I already had some melted water, I don't know why I keep saying it like that, this would be a lot better. For the simple fact that, you know, the process has already started. So that's on the fire. We're gonna let that melt, and then we'll throw some more snow in there until we get enough to bring it to a boil and make a coffee, or make coffee rather. So, hello. As far as my bed goes, excuse me, this is where I wish I had a better saw, but I don't want to build that wall and then try to put a bed in there. So what I'm kind of thinking is I want to build, like, stack a couple of logs, put some on the other end, maybe pound some stakes in to hold them from shifting, and then line it with other logs. And then what I'll do is I don't know, I might get some kind of foam to put down, but what I'll really probably just do is put my one or probably both my wool blankets down, and then go from there. So I'm gonna go try to find some logs to cut down real quick. I'll be back. Okay, slight change of plans. Excuse me. That helped a little bit. So anyway, slight change of plans. Two things. One, I don't have a saw big enough right now to do what I need to do. Two, that's a lot more crooked than I thought. Number two is not a lot of good trees around here to use. Everything's really knobby because most of it's oak. So I don't know, if I get a better saw where I can cut some of these bigger logs, I could probably lay like 3 logs down and then I don't know, put a bunch of small branches or something in between, I guess. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to trim this down some. There's no way I'm, yeah. Yeah, this saw here, this is the Silky Gomboy. Really good saw. I like it. I like cutting with it. It's really sharp. It's really light. But here's the problem. I can't cut giant logs with it in any kind of a timely manner. So I need to upgrade my saw. Silky makes a bunch of saws, so I'm going to do a little bit more research and choose the saw I think is going to work best for me. I think I need a new hat. That should be good enough. So it's like that old saying, measure twice, cut once or something, or measure once, cut twice in this instance. Okay, that's where we want it. There we go. So that's how much bigger I want to bring the wall out this way. So I need to get one more to pound over here, and then I'm going to see how difficult it's going to be to stack these up this way versus laying them, I think. I don't know. Haven't really decided yet. But I think if I stack them up this way, I can get a little better, what's the word I'm looking for? Wind blockage. So okay, so sorry about that. Let's there we go. Well, apparently I only brought one thing of coffee, so will be a little too much water. love these little Folger, I don't know what you'd call them. I call them like a tea bag, but they're great. So we're gonna let that boil a little bit. And where did I put my gloves? There. So I went and got another stick for right here. You know, I'm gonna need one more of these yet. So we're gonna put a little bit of a point on this. Oops. This is a pain. I'll be right back. There we go. That's in there pretty good. So I'll have to put another one right here. I'll go grab one here in a minute, but so I need to get another one just as long as that to tie these, and I need to connect it to the tree, same concept, and then to here. If I put it up high enough, I can just lay branches across, because I do have another one of those cheap blue tarps, you know, and I'm going to bring it out to wrap around the front, and that one side it should be big enough. So I'll just line it with branches and logs like I did on each end, and I'll wrap that around it and fasten it. Yeah, so I'm gonna go find another log, one about 8 feet long. Excuse me. So I went and found this one, so we're gonna cut it right here. Ta-da! Trip on it. So this will be tied here and here. I'll probably tie this end first. That's a sturdier pole compared to that one. And then we'll cannibalize that other one there to take get it secured to the original building. I'm having such terrible luck with this fire. I don't know why. Okay, got it going again. Be right back. Okay, so I got this really thick paracord. I don't really care for it that much, but it's going to have to do. So I'm gonna see how well it does. better than I thought. I guess. Wow. Here's the other thing. I was originally using it for my hammock until I discovered hammock straps. So it's got this knot in here I can't get out. This stuff's really hard to cut too. My knife is sharp, trust me. It's like this stuff's made out of steel. This is a terrible rope. That's good enough. Okay, so there's that. And the coffee should be just about done. Now I'm gonna look how loose that is. These are beats. Yeah, I think when I get some better paracord, I'll take and do this better. Okay, so yeah, we'll do underneath. Okay. My problem is I'm literally out of paracord other than this piece here, so I'll just set that there for now and see if I can tie this piece on. So I don't lose it at least, right? That'll work for now. So, yeah. I got this thing here, which I'm just gonna put over here. There, I got two things to hang my little lamp on when I bring it out here. So the good news is, plenty of firewood. There's a big maple tree right over there. Right there. That's going to be very, very good firewood for when I put the wood stove in here. And I think I'm going to leave that one out here. When I do summer trips, I'll be able to cook on it and stuff like that. And in the spring, when it's still a little bit chilly at night, it'll be great. Ice cubes in my beard. So, yeah, I think that one's going to stay out here. And then when I purchase a new hot tent here in the next couple of weeks, I will purchase another wood stove and, yeah, do things just a little bit different with it. I'd like to get some better paint for it, to be honest. Anyways, so yeah, what we'll do is here in a little bit after coffee, I'm going to start that pork chop, but we'll take and we'll line the front of this. You know what, we can't even do that. God, I was so prepared for this video today. We can't even do that because it'll push everything that way, and I've got to connect that branch to it, and I got to connect a branch over there. So yeah, so I think what we're gonna do is we're just gonna drink some coffee and cook pork chop. I'll get back with you. There's the pork chop. It's not a super giant one, but it's a decent one. I think the heat's over that way far enough that I could actually probably season this and get it going on the grill right now. Look at that. Look at that, huh? I'm gonna put this Montreal seasoning away right quick. I love that stuff. It goes good on everything. I don't care what anybody says. It's not just for steak. Eat it on everything. Okay, looks like my coffee might finally be boiling. Oh yeah, she's boiling. Oh yeah. Alright, so off chance anything was living in there, it isn't now. So we're going to take that off the fire and get this pork chop cooking. Got my little 3D printed Kuksa. I want to get a real one of these. We'll set that right there to keep what's left warm. Excuse me. Oh, don't know where that came from. There we go. Not bad. It's not bad. Put just one in there. Usually I do 3 and I fill the whole thing up, so I tried to kind of guesstimate how much water I needed for one, because instruction, who needs those? But oh yeah, she's cooking. So I'm gonna enjoy this cup of water, and I do apologize. I don't know what I was thinking. I forgot to get more paracord. I thought I had a little bit more down in the basement in the house in my gear, and evidently I didn't. So yeah, I need to buy a bunch because I'm gonna need a bunch to finish this. You know, the other cool thing about right here is there's blackberry bushes all around. Well, not all around, but there's a few. So one cool thing is I'll be able to have fresh blackberries in the morning. not now, obviously. But yeah, so I'm gonna enjoy this cup of coffee and draw up some plans in my head on what I'm gonna do here. The next time I come out more prepared. But I do know that I want to, I'm gonna bring that other blue tarp out, and I'm gonna bring a bunch of paracord out, unless I for some reason buy a more land color, yeah, tarp. I really don't want a bright blue tarp. I might just use that for like a ground cover inside. I don't know, we'll have to figure that out. I might just get another Joe Gorilla, maybe one that's it's a super bright blue or green or anything like that. I'll get more of an earth tone color. That's the word I was looking for. And we'll take and get that ouch, hot. Ouch, hot. You know, I've got gloves. Get some of this flamage away so we don't burn it on the outside and have it still raw on the inside. But anyways, I don't know, I'll probably get a little bit better tarp. Bring it out here, or a little bit darker tarp, whatever, so it doesn't stick out as much. So it blends in with the forest. So it's one with nature. Yeah. So yeah, we're gonna do that, I think, instead. Then we'll take and ooh, smokes. That's a little crispy on that side. Oops. Anyways, I guess I should have pushed that fire away a little bit sooner. So we'll get a more earth tone tarp to put on the front of this and to kind of enclose the top, except for where the chimney is going to stick out, because I don't want to catch it on fire, especially when I'm sleeping. Hopefully I'll have a better saw soon, but for now I'll just have to keep using that one in my axe, I guess. I'm going to take and probably, I don't know, probably get a good store of firewood so I'm not constantly looking for firewood out here. So that way when I do my first overnight, which I can't guarantee when that's going to be exactly, soon I hope, then I'll be nice and toasty in there, because it'll be all wrapped up in a tarp, or several tarps probably. So, but we'll get back with you here in a little bit. I'll let you see what I did to the pork chop until this battery dies. Don't be fooled, that's not cooked all the way. There. Yeah, that's definitely cooking better. Oh boy. Coffee. I also want to make some kind of an actual closing door for this thing, just to help keep that cold air out, because I don't want any kind of real opening, I guess you'd say. So I gotta figure out some kind of a door mechanism, which actually probably won't be too hard. I just gotta get some branches and tie them together and tie a tarp around it, and presto bingos. Yeah, I think that's what I'll do for sure. It is so much colder out. Okay, I don't listen to country music, and I have a country music song stuck in my head. It's weird. Smooth. Where did that go? that's weird. I don't remember pulling the tea bag out of here. I wonder if it landed in my cup. Oh, goofy me. Just about done. I'm trying my gloves out a little bit too. Excuse me. Okay, so pork chop's done. I didn't bring a fork or anything, so I'm just gonna eat it like a caveman. What else is there to do, right? I'm gonna let it cool down just a little bit though, it's hot. So this is what I got done with the shelter. I pretty much got the... Anyways, so yeah, I'm gonna come out next time and be actually prepared. But right now I'm gonna borrow this here pork chop. Very good. Fat's nice and crispy on it. So yeah, I don't know. I wasn't prepared today. Frustrates me. I'm burning all the leftovers because I don't want coyotes out here. It's definitely going to be interesting looking when I'm done. That's how I make a pork chop disappear. Okay, make sure I got all the food out of off my face. So yeah, like I said, next time we'll be a little bit better prepared, I hope. I gotta get more rope, a couple more tarps. I'll probably just get some chill gorillas or some kind of cheap tarp, something that's waterproof and lightweight, and earth tone. And yeah, next time we come out, we'll go ahead and put a front and sides on here, and I don't know, I might just get a really cheap cot to put in here, and something that can just stay in here instead of just building one out of wood and stuff like that. And this isn't a bushcraft shelter. This is I don't know, shelter, fort, if you want to call it that. Not to sound cliche or anything, but basically that's all it is. It's just it's gonna be my new shelter. Come out here and yeah, have all kinds of fun. So thanks for tuning in. Hopefully you do enjoy the video, even though it was kind of lame because I was not prepared, which is never a good thing, especially if this were to be a real ordeal. But yeah, so that being said, this is Ryan with Ryan Outdoors, and if you haven't already, please subscribe and you know, give it a thumbs up if you like it, hit the notification bell, and share it with your friends. Thank you.